What is up, my friends? It's 7th grade Truman. This is Mr. Rockhold today, coming to you with 3.7 slope. So, slope is a constant rate of change. Okay? Slope is a constant rate of change. Now, there's a lot of ways we describe slope, but it is the change in y divided by the change in x. Okay? Now, we get it when we're calculating it. Usually we will use ordered pairs, which come in x and then y format. Remember, x is the horizontal and y is the vertical when we look at the axes. This is the y-axis. This is the x-axis. Okay? Now, there are 4 types of slope. When we're looking at it, positive slope, we'll go with that one first. Positive slope. Now, we always talk as we're moving to the right. So positive slope is as we move to the right. Which way is positive? Positive is up, correct? Like things are trending up. I have a positive mood. If you're positive, you're looking up. So as we move to the right, so if I start here, as I move to the right, I'm going to go up. So the line that connects these 2 points, this has a positive slope. Okay? Notice it trends up as it goes to the right. The next one will be negative slope. The negative, what direction is negative? Negative is down. So if we start here, as we move to the right, we are going to go down because we're not in a good place. We're going down, negative. So negative slope, as you move to the right, you go down. You trend in a downward direction. That is negative slope. Now there's 2 more types of slope. No slope, or another way of putting it, or zero slope. So if I start here and I have no slope, as I move to the right, I'm not going to go up or down. I'm just going to stay there. So it's just a horizontal line. There is no change. As I go from right to left, nothing happens. Okay? I just stay constant. This is a constant. Okay? Constant. All right? Things that you could think about in these. Positive slope is the more hours I work, the more money I get. As you work more hours, increase the number of hours of work, you have more money. Negative slope is as I drive my car, it has less gas in it, right? The more miles you drive, the less gas you have. You guys have probably heard miles per hour. That is a rate of change, or miles per gallon. Hey, my car gets 20 miles per gallon. I'm sure you've heard your parents reference that, potentially, or grandparent or somebody. Hey, I work a job. I get $15 an hour. That is a rate of change, constant rate of change. No slope is I get $50 for mowing the lawn. Whether it takes me 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, 10 hours, 17 hours to mow the lawn, I still get the same amount of money. That is a no slope, zero slope. It's a constant. It's a fixed line. Now the last one is called undefined. Undefined is a vertical line. And to understand this, why this one is what it is, as I move, and this is straight up and down. I know I skewed off a little bit, but imagine this is straight up and down. The reason why is our definition is the change in y over change in x. Notice from this point here to this one, you increase the y value. Whatever amount, let's say 4. Notice my x value does not change. I just went up. I didn't move to the right or left. So there is no change in x, right? This is still the same coordinate point for x. The y value changed, but the x didn't. So it'd be 4 divided by 0. And as you guys know, any number divided by 0 is undefined. Okay? You cannot define that number. I know some of you are like, what? If you type in your calculator, it's going to say error. 4 divided by 0 is going to say error. 5 divided by 0, it's an error. Any number divided by 0 is an error. The reason that exists is how many people can I give no pizza to? I can give no pizza to you. I'm not giving you pizza right now. I know now you're hungry. I can give 100 people no pizza, 1,000 people no pizza, 1,000,000 people, everybody in the world. There is no defined number with it, right? That I can give no pizza to. So that's undefined. Okay? So undefined is straight up and down line. Zero slope or no slope is a horizontal line. And then if it's trending up as you go to the right, it's positive. Trending down to the right, it's negative. Okay, moving on. Slope is the slant or the steepness of a line. It's rate of change. It's the slant or the steepness. All it is defining how fast it goes up or fast it goes down. That's all it is. Okay? From a table, what we do, look at the x value and the y value. Remember, x is the input value, the independent variable. Y is the output or the dependent. So if we look at the change from 2 to 4, it goes up 2 points, right? 2 to 4, you have to add 2. From 12 to 24, you add 12, right? So the change in y over the change in x remember, change in y is 12. Change in x is 2. 12 divided by 2 is 6. Now, it has to be a constant rate of change. It can't just be like 6 here and then go to 7, then to 2. It has to be 6 every time. So if we go here, from 24 to 36, we went up 12. From 4 to 6, we went up 2. 12 divided by 2 is 6. Cool. From 36 to 48, that is 12. From 6 to 8, that is 2. 12 divided by 2 is 6. Let's say I made another point here. I made it 72, and this one I made 12. Notice here, the change from 48 to 72, I should have wrote 72 here, sorry, is 24. From 8 to 12 is 4 units. 24 divided by 4 is 6. So even though these changes were not the same, when I did the division, I got the same number back. So it works, okay? If we're looking at a graph, from a graph, you pick 2 points on the graph. Okay, pick 2 points on the graph. Say I have 3, 5, and 5, 3. Okay? Then literally I can make an XY table here and go, my X's are 3 and 5. My Y values are 5 and 3. Change in X is a positive 2. Change in Y is a negative 2. So change in Y over change in X is negative 2 over 2. So negative 1. And that's how I would do it from a graph. Slope, it's change in Y over change in X. You will often hear it as the rise over the run. The run should always be positive pretty much. Slope, if you go up, it's positive. If you go down, it's negative. Right is positive. If you go left, it's negative. So we can calculate this from going from left to right. If you had these points here, say you had the coordinate negative 3, positive 6, and positive 2, negative 4. I could calculate this by going, hey, I would go this way, 5 units would be negative 5. But I always suggest, so you don't get confused, go from right to left. Don't get in the habit of trying to go left to right. Go from right to left. Get in that habit. Okay, so you don't have to worry. Always make the bottom positive. Always go from right to left. And that is all Mr. Rockwold has for you today. Have a great day. and I will talk to you at some point in the future, I'm sure.